Hi guys, someone asked me to do a swipe for acrylic skin, so I'm going to do that today. I've got 4 colours here. I've got a little bit of metallic green, which I've already laid down. I have some metallic gold. Both of those colours have some silicone in them. I use the hair serum. The rule of thumb is if you want large cells, then don't mix them very much at all. If you want small cells, then mix them really well. I've also got some cream, which I'm going to lay down with those 2 colours, and then navy is going to be our swipe colour. Neither of those have any silicone in them. Okay, so I've laid down the green at the moment. I choose to pour on freezer paper. Baking paper, or in the US you may call it parchment paper, it tends to wrinkle when you put wet paint on it, and if you want a nice flat skin for making jewellery, then you don't want wrinkles in it because that's going to cause all sorts of problems. Freezer paper has a nice plastic coated side which stays really smooth while you're putting paint onto it, and also if you make it a fair thickness, you know, a couple of millimeters of paint, once it's dry you can peel it off quite easily and you can reuse the sheet of freezer paper. Freezer paper here in Australia is quite expensive, so if I can reuse it I most certainly will. Okay, so there's many different ways that you can lay the paint down on the freezer paper. Sometimes it's lines, sometimes it can be, you know, I do just random shapes sometimes, or puddles. Today I'm just going to do lines because it's easy. I'm going to try and put this gold down now and see what I'm doing while I'm holding the camera. So I'm a little bit unco, so I don't know how this will turn out. I'll probably end up cleaning drips everywhere, but that's fine. Wouldn't be anything unusual to my normal day. I'm also going to put some cream down with those colours, just for a little bit of contrast. I don't have my cameraman with me this time. Last video I had my husband, who was very good at zooming in, and I had 2 hands free, but he's at work today, so I'm on my own and one-handed. Alright, and I'll just pop a little bit more over this side, just for a bit of contrast. You don't have to be neat or anything with these. Alright, now I'm going to pop down the navy. I'm just going to put it in a strip at the very top so that I can swipe it over the others. Put down a fair amount. I'm really liking these colour combos at the moment, cream and navy. I mean, purple is my favourite colour ever, but since I've been doing pouring, I've actually been, I guess, not limiting myself to only purple, although I do tend to still default to purple because, you know, purple. But I quite like magenta, and I'm really liking this combo, like I said, of the cream and the navy. Alright, so we've got all those down, and I've got this, it's just a plastic spatula. I think it came in a set of, you know, I don't even know if it was craft tools or if it was cake baking tools or what it was, but it's fairly easy to clean, and I like the little step that it's got here because it's not flat, so you can kind of hold the spatula and you can control it a little bit without dragging your fingers in the paint. I'll probably still drag my fingers in the paint because I'm uncoordinated, but I think it helps. Okay, so we're just going to start from the top, and we're just going to drag the navy through the other colours. Hope you can see this okay, because I can't keep my eye on the swipe and the camera at the same time. And you can see all those cells are starting to pop up already. Just going to put another one down. And the great thing about swiping is that if it's not turning out well or you don't like it, you can always just put some more colour on and just swipe it again. Just be careful, because the more times you swipe it, it'll tend to get a little bit muddied, you know, so maybe limit it to a few swipes. And let's see what's coming up here. You can see all of the cells coming up now. Nice little cute cells. Oh, that's very interesting. It's the amazing thing with working with paint is that you never know what you're going to get. You always come up with something interesting. I'm just going to swipe up here a little bit more. You can always swipe backwards if it's looking a bit, you know, ordinary, you don't like the look of it. And as you can see, I'm getting some interesting things coming through there now too. Maybe some darker pieces. This is the advantage of doing a couple of different colours, is that you'll get all different patches. You know, this patch has a lot of navy with cream and a little bit of green, and these patches over here have got a bit of variety. There's a bit of gold coming through in those ones there. These ones up here are green and navy. So you get quite a bit of variety in the one, you know, skin, so that you can make lots of different ones. Those ones are very pretty over there. And I'm going to torch now. I don't know if I'll get much more come up because I've got a fair bit there. I don't know if I can film and torch at the same time. I don't want to set my house on fire necessarily, although that would make an interesting YouTube video. Yeah, so you can see we've got some more things kind of popping up there in response to the torching. Got some lovely little cells coming up here. Isn't that cute there, the green ones and the kind of the cream coloured ones? Make some very interesting jewellery out of that. And again, it doesn't have to be the cells that you focus on. Like this bit here, that's kind of the swirl, that was like between the two swipes, you know what I mean, between the two passes over, can make some very interesting jewellery as well. It doesn't always have to be about the cells, although I like the cells, and especially small cells kind of create an interesting piece. See, there's some nice little bits up the side there. So yeah, once I'm done, I leave this for a week to dry and cure properly, and then of course, because I used silicone in the paint, after a week I clean it with a baby wipe before I use it in any jewellery, just to get rid of any silicone residue which may affect the adhesion between the pieces, you know, the cabochons and the trays and the glue and that sort of thing. I think that's everything that I can impart on this subject. Feel free to let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see in a video. Maybe I'll even post one of the jewellery made from this skin once it dries. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and I'm sure I'll be speaking to you again soon. Okay, bye bye.